Hello and welcome back to RLCS Recap with your host Marky 2 Butts. Today we're going over the semifinals and quarterfinals all the way through to the grand finals of the NA Regional number 2 that happened a couple weekends ago. Let's get into this action straight away with the upper bracket semifinal between Furia and Space Station as we are heading into it. We got the first clip coming at 4:30 into the game, or just around 30 seconds into the game. So LJ gonna miss that one and leave it for Lost, who plays it over to Card, and he's able to find the first goal of the upper bracket semifinals. And these are best of sevens, unlike the rest of the tournament before. Best of sevens till the grand finals, and obviously whoever's in the loser or the lower bracket is gonna have to do a best of seven twice to beat the team from the upper bracket final coming in. This is 2-1 to Furia. They get another goal. Yanez into the corner, beats one player, trying to play the infield, can't quite get by LJ. And a nice win by Lost again as Card comes through and makes it a 3-1 game. Arsenal's going to touch that and flick into it, but Lost waits for it, and he's going to go up to the ball himself. LJ, not the greatest at clearances, and a demo comes through. I think that was for Space Station, but 4-1 game for Furia does start them out in the right set. As a nice touch underneath both players, they both commit, and that will be a 1-0 game to Space Station. Game number 2, Yanez with a shot on target blocked away, but he puts that back into the middle for a teammate, and Lost puts that back post. This 1-1 into overtime we go. Minute 40 on the clock. Lost into the corner, gets stopped by Arsenal, I think that was. And Arsenal's going to go back to the ball, playing in the midfield. LJ is going to play that down and just try to flick it over. His demo tries to come through for both players, misses both, but able to buy enough space for Space Station to get the win in the end. As LJ plays that to the back wall, wait for a teammate to come through, and his Hawks are able to find that 1-0 to Space Station with a nice 50 by Lost. Keep that in front of him. And Yanez takes over, misses it, but maybe leaves it for Card as a demo comes through and trying to find another one. And Lost is there again for a tying goal as he misses the ball. I'm just going to drop down, and Space Station will capitalize on that one as well, as it is 2-1 game, and 2-1 becomes 3-1. Just drop down in front of the goal. Space Station up top again with their second win in a row. It's game 4 coming in. Arsenal over to Hoxer is going to play that down to LJ with some nice passing. All three players touching the ball makes it look very easy. Space Station is starting to heat up, I'd say, in this upper semifinal. As the ball played through and past a couple players is LJ with 2-0 is the lead so far. And right off the kickoff, Arsenal over to LJ and Card there to block it away. But a demo comes through, and that's just an open net. And Hawks are there for the putaways. 3-0 is the score for the fourth game. Is Furia gonna need to gather themselves a little bit after a timeout coming through back into game number 5 as they give up a goal. Not the way you want to go, but it is what it is sometimes. And a nice save coming through from Card. Yanez going the other way now. The only one defender back. One trying to come through behind him. Trying to come up from underground behind them. And misses the ball though. And that will be a tying goal and a winning goal for Fury as they get a couple goals in a matter of seconds to give them their second game after the first game they've won. Still on match point though for SSG into game number 6. And Arsenal going to play that back to LJ. He's got a better shot at target. He's going to laser that one home. And that is a 1 goal for game number 6. Space Station take 4-2. And Virtual 1 versus Optic as goes Virtual 1's way 4-0 as Optic versus FaZe Clan in the lower bracket quarterfinals. Optic going to try to put on a better performance than the 4-0 sweep that Virtual 1 just put on them. As First Killer going to pass that across the goal, already 1 goal, and pass back to First Killer, and he's able to find the target 2-0 lead. It's AJ trying to find teammate, plays that across the Reynolds and Magic Bear down to AJ again, who's coming up still, and that's 2-1 for FaZe Clan. That was still their win in the end, as Reynolds going to leave that for AJ. He's going to try to dribble past a couple players, but he's only got 12 boost. And Reynolds gets bumped out of the way as Mist takes over. And he's just going to put that in. He's going to hit the ball in the air and then try to bump the goalie. Pretty standard stuff in Rocket League these days. It's typical. Going to stop that one out for the time being. It goes over the last players. It's 1-0, 20 seconds remaining. Typical infield pass and missed just too fast for the rest of them, as that is 2-0. And 2 about to come 3 as Miss puts that away, and 3-0 is Optic not looking great right now. Going to have to try to figure something out after this timeout as well. They're taking a timeout of their own. FaZe Clan continue to batter them, as most of the highlights are just them in their own box, or their own half, trying to get out. AJ gets more boost, picks up 100 now. So Magic Bear trying to air dribble, and he's able to get by 2. So they do get some life in this third game. Maybe the timeout is going to be something good that was necessary for them, but it going too slow, and another demo comes through, and both players miss it, and the first player just has an easy shot underneath them as they float by with a 3-0 so far. Looking for another sweep, as Optic not looking great, as another goal comes in. As typical, an air dribble one through, doesn't have any boost anymore, but a demo comes through, open up some space, but no one goes for the ball, and Typical tries to play that back, but AJ is there now, and nice attempt at a bump comes through, with tying it up, 4 seconds remaining, missed to the corner, leaves it for a teammate coming up as Typical, and he plays that across to First Killer, up in the air, and is missed there. Yes, he is, and that is 2-1, as there's just 5 seconds remaining. Optic trying to get something here to force overtime. Just 1 second remaining, gonna need it here, and Miss gonna keep dumping that down, and they try to keep it up alive, but that is Optic getting swept out of the tournament in 2 sweeps, as that's unfortunate for them, but it is how it goes sometimes. So we are on to the lower bracket semifinal, Energy versus FaZe Clan, as FaZe have been doing pretty well themselves, and got some nice momentum after a sweep like that. Actually, after 2 sweeps in the lower bracket, round number 3, swept Sharp by Rebellion. Coming up against Energy. Energy do take the lead, though, and another ball bouncing out towards Garrett G. Plays that behind First Killer, but hits off the post, and Justin is there for the put away. That comes straight to him. Get the first win, 2-0. And Justin looking for another one. Oh, and it's saved off the goal line and away, so we're going the other way now. Demo comes through. First Killer is going to pass over to the side to Miss. Yes, he is. Goes to the ceiling, or off the back wall, and able to find the double touch. There's a 1-0 lead. So he's going to leave that for Justin. Plays it down to Garrett G, and missed on the goal line. Can't quite figure out where that shot's going. And it is a tying goal for Energy with 10 seconds remaining. Miss going to stop that one off. Nice defense, but a ball lasered into the corner, and First Killer plays it over and missed with 1 second remaining. Takes the game and says no overtime here necessary, as they tie it up in the series, looking to try to move on to the lower bracket finals. Energy do take the lead in game number 3. Right off the kickoff again, missed infield pass to First Killer. Is just going to loop in. Squishy can't quite hit it away, and Typical, I think that was tying it up in this game, as Typical trying to air dribble through the defense, can't quite find it. Justin going the other way now. Ball gets a little bit behind him, but there should be someone still behind him, and it is Squishy, yes. And the ball played bar down and out. It's Justin looking for a defensive block with Miss. Going to play that back in, and he can't quite find it. A clearance, as that is 2-2 with 20 seconds remaining. See if we can find another late dramatic goal for the win. As Typical played it over, passes across and missed. Oh, off the post and out by Justin, but not cleared all the way. And that is First Killer giving FaZe Clan another last couple seconds at goal. 3-2 win, as they win the last 2 games. After Energy's 2-0 first victory, as Energy do take the lead in this game number 4 as well. First Killer will take the ball at half field. Into the corner he goes, and he'll pinch it into the back post, and he'll play it and tie that up as with 18 seconds remaining. Again, looking forward another time as First Killer will go to the loose ball, and as 2-1. Energy trying to find something here with just 10 seconds remaining. Garrett G up into the ceiling. Does he have a flipper set? Does he use it? Goes underneath one, and the demo comes through. That demo 2 players? I think he did. He might have demoed the first one, then bumped the second one out of the way. Either way, it goes in from Energy, as we're into overtime for the first time this series, which could have been a couple overtimes already in these last 2 games. Squishy going out from back in the net and not cleared exactly, and then Justin can only just push it away. He has to come out and go for it and make himself big, and can't quite find it, as FaZe do take the win 3-2, as after the first game loss, they've won 3 straight and have a lot of the momentum, you have to say. As Miss almost blocked away, but not quite enough. That is a 1-0 goal game Garrett trying to do the same and bump players out of the way, but Sipical over to the sidewall. The first killer is just going to launch that one, and that is, the energy player is just a little bit too far up as FaZe Clan take the win 4-1. We are in the upper bracket final, version 1 versus Space Station, to see who goes into the grand final right away, and see who's going to have to drop down to the lower bracket final to play off against FaZe Clan, who just watched win. And there's a 1-0 win to Space Station straight away, as right off the kickoff, the ball is going to go and be into the net from a 50, as Space Station take the lead again. Minute 20 remaining with a demo coming through. That was 1v1. Beast Mode, can he beat him? Yes, he can. And right off the kickoff, Daniel's going to be able to beat Arsenal to it. Can he flick it over to the last player? Yes, he can, with 5 seconds into overtime. Version 1 take game number 2. So they almost down 2-0, but now it's 1-1 in the series. It's Calm up to the wall. Can he find the flipper set? Doesn't use it. Maybe he didn't find it. Hawks are no more boost, and Calm just takes that from him, pitches it back post, and Beast Mode is there for the put away. So there's 1-0. This game number 3 is there's not been a whole bunch of goals, but another goal comes through from version 1. 50 seconds remaining. Space Station trying to find something. Arsenal trying to play that down into the corner. Can't quite find it. LJ's is going to block this ball off. He's able to flick and get to. He just leaves it for a teammate, and Hawkster is there, but it is 2-1 to version 1 as they win the last 2 games 2-1. After a timeout, come back to this series, and that's 1-0 to version 1 with a nice rebound goal coming through. Space Station trying to clear out from their own zone as Beast Mode flipper set, and he might pinch it off the ground. No, he doesn't, just goes slow. No one's really coming to him. No one came to the ball to try to defend that, but sometimes you are waiting for the offensive player to make a move first as a defender, and then you adjust based on that. But that is what happens sometimes, where you just allow him to get that close to the goal, where it's like you gotta go for it at some point. And 2 becomes 3. This version 1 definitely feeling good in this game so far. With just 50 seconds remaining, you have to assume that take a pretty big disaster for them to lose this, as I'm trying to chase him in demo and almost get saved. But that is 4-0 with 10 seconds remaining, and I'm going to win that as well, as that might be on target. No, just a little bit high. But Daniel's going to leave it for Calm, who's going to make it a 5-0 win. Game number 4. So we are into game number 5 again. Looking for match point of version 1 to go into the grand final. As LJ stops that for the time being, as they are winning currently. LJ looking for another goal, or just pass over to Hoxer, and yes, he does pass. Gives him a 2-0 lead with 1 minute remaining. Beast Mode into the corner. And that's a nice pinch out to Calm. Able to be read, though, by the defenders. Daniel's going to keep that in. No more boost, though. And a demo comes through. So just Arsenal. And Beast Mode reads where he wants to put the ball to try to clear it. And capitalizes on that, as it is 1-2. With a nice 50 from Calm. Can he put that in? No, he can't, as a couple of people double coming through to block that off. Beast Mode to the back wall and just drops down dangerously, and Calm is there for the put away, and that is 2-2. We are into overtime. Arsenal's going to block that out for the time being. 7 boost, trying to win another 50, and able to push that up in the air. LJ's going for it now. Can't quite beat the first player, and Beast Mode just going to dump that down, and that goes by the 2 players in the back. The version 1 beat Space Station 4-1, and now we're into the grand final, as I feel like it's happened many a times before, actually, where whoever is in the upper bracket final, whoever loses that series, I feel like they usually go on to the lower bracket final and lose the series too, because FaZe Clan beat Space Station 4-1 in that, and I feel like it happens very often, where it's just the unfortunateness of people losing that series. You're so close to getting to the grand finals and having that extra best of 7 if you lose the first one. But it is version 1 versus FaZe Clan with 2-1 so far in the first game. 20 seconds remaining. FaZe Clan trying to find something here. Is Daniel going to carry it out from his own half? No one really challenged him yet. Challenge comes through, and now it's Sipical coming with the ball. He's going to play that around to the other side of the defender, and we are into overtime. 4 minutes on the clock, as we're getting almost a second full game in the first game of overtime. Miss going to carry that out, but he gets demoed for his trouble. Daniel going for a bump, and it does go deflects in off the defender, I believe. I don't think that was really Daniel. I don't know how much that hit him, but he hit the defender, I'm pretty sure. But the defender hit him. Either way, it counts for version 1. This ball played out dangerously. Coming the other way now is FaZe Clan. Beast Mode's going to have to jump in there, and he goes underneath him, and he can't quite pinch it off the ground, and he's not going to be able to get a lot on that anyway, I don't think, so it's probably going to be a good situation for FaZe Clan to get a goal in regardless. But Beast Mode trying to win a 50 and go straight to Calm behind him, so he will tie it up with 2 minutes remaining. Beast Mode and try to get to it first. Can't quite beat First Killer though. So he's up in there and he's going to deflect that over to Cybical. Nice passing play, doing awareness to know where his teammate is, and Cybical just puts that in from half field. There's a nice, well placed pass. So we're going the other way, and a nice, deft little touch by I think it was Beast Mode on version 1 will tie us up and send us into overtime for the second game in a row. Not as much time left or gone already in this game though. But First Killer gets a nice pass in field, and he's just a shot on target, easy as a like. They take their first game as 1-1 in the grand final of the North American Spring Cup. And it's almost saved off the line, but it's put in at the end by a defender in the third game. First one take the lead, 2 minutes remaining. Daniel up in the air, flip it into the ball, and he bumps out one of the players, but a nice save off the goal line and over to Mist. And now First Killer going the opposite way, as this quick as Rocket League can be at the highest level, and 1 apiece now, as it was almost so close to 2. Save off the goal line, and Beast Mode's just going to flick that over an oncoming defender. Sometimes that's what you got to do, is you got to go at him, make him make a move, like I said before, where you can't just let them come as close as they want to the goal. Sometimes that doesn't work, but version 1 make it look easy as they get another goal in game number 4 as they take the win 2-1 in that last game. This miss comes through and just off the ceiling and right, almost saved off the from the inside of the goal coming out. 2 minutes remaining, 1 apiece. Daniel in the corner trying to be Mist, able to do so. Does he have any flick into the ball? No, he doesn't. Leaves it for Beast Mode, and that's just going to loop into the goal. Not a hard shot, but they count it all the same, as it gives them the lead in this game number 4. Looking to try to put this series on match point, and that is 3-1, and it will be match point, or series grand final point, I guess, for version 1 over FaZe Clan. Mist going to bump that out, again, bumped out of the way by First Killers. That is a little bit of miscommunication there, and not what you want to see in a must-win game. Unfortunate for them there, but it does happen, as Beastman was going to win a 50 into the corner. Cybical takes it though, and trying to beat Daniel, can't quite do it, and that's just going to go in. Unlucky for the FaZe Clan players, as the 3 minutes 40 seconds, still lots of time to come back from this though. Demo comes through, just Beast Mode in the goal, and First Killer wins a 50, and that's just going to be shoved in on the line. Can't be saved. There's still half time remaining of the game. Mist up in the air. If they're gonna get a goal, it needs to happen soonish, and yes, they will get a goal, as we are into overtime for game number 5. Mist into the corner. Com's gonna let that go for Beast Mode. Gonna flick that up. He's got not a whole lot of boost, but he's able to get pinched off the defender. He gets boosted him, and right off the back wall, just put in. His version 1 do take the win, and will be the Spring Open Regional 2 champions. Thanks for watching, and make sure to tune in to the next one.